One second. Hello, people. This is Red Sea of Red Sea Gaming, and this is REDSEACRAFT episode 27. One second. I'm trying to get my laptop. All right, here we are. Right now, I'm going to get to work on this. Alright, last time on episode 26 we had all this. Like, there was once a mountain here once we took out the mansion on episode 26, but I took it out this morning. It took at least 6 hours. I'm going to have to take care of what's left of that tree right there, and also take care of... Also, I just moved the tram line over here, so I can actually, get materials back and forth very quickly. So today I'm going to be working here. Just give me a second. I gotta open my energy drink of justice. Right now I'm just going to get to work on my build. This is all I can do right now, placing the stone brick down. What's good is that taking care of the mountain where the mansion once sat yesterday, I can now just work on placing the stone brick. Oh, that's a bit of a problem. One second, I'm trying to find my pickaxes. Oh yeah, they're right here. There they are. I just need one so I can, if I make a mistake, I can grab the stone brick. Now that the mansion is gone, I can just waste my time actually doing this. Placing the stone brick down, expanding the pillared hall. Most important thing. I'm going to be streaming for the next 2 hours, I think. Mainly depending on how much energy I have. I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning to work on my build before starting the stream. Oh yeah. Almost forgot. Sorry. I just made myself online, so on PSN people will actually see me. Just give it a second. Oh yeah. Gotta make it daylight for my viewers. It's very cold outside where I am right now. It's I think as of today, like 20 degrees outside. Ugh. Nobody likes the cold. Now that the mansion was gone, taking out the rest of the foundations on which the mountain was resting was easy. It just took. I was done. I started working on it at 7 a.m. and I was done taking it all out by noon. So I had everything ready for the stream. Just working very hard here to get a lot of this done. Alright. Able to get a lot of work done. Gonna have to get me some materials and fill this in. Hey, hello, how you doing, Blade? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Like, just working very hard today. Like, I've been working on this since 4 a.m. this morning to get some work done on my build. Did you notice? Look, this is where the mansion once stood. What do you think? Like, I took out the mansion, and now all that remains is this. And now I'm able to get to work on just placing down stone bricks so I can expand the pillared hall. What do you think? Just I gotta place down stone brick to, you know, make the floor for it so I can actually do that. Yeah, I know it's a lot of stone brick, but look. Take a look at this. I got all this. Just give me a sec, I gotta refresh my computer. And I got all this, and I mean, I got a lot of stone, but look, check this out, Blade. One second, I gotta scroll up my computer. Yeah, it's a lot of stone. It's a lot of stone, but let's just say I actually, an hour before the stream began, I actually started shipping a lot of stone from my storage rooms over to here. Look, stone brick, stone brick, stone brick. I mean, plenty of stone brick to get all this done today. The objective of today is to get this entire area finished. That way I can focus on taking out everything here and over here as well. Just that way I can expand without having to worry about this area anymore. Like, taking out that mansion actually has made it very easy. It took me 6 hours to take out the foundations the mansion was resting on by myself. I have proof. I watched 3 YouTube videos that were 2 hours each during it. This is just the slow process, putting down the stone brick. Then I have to make sure the pillars are properly aligned. That way they're perfect. I keep falling down these holes. Alright, cool. Is that Dark Souls 2 or is that a different game? D2? Oh yeah, if you were referring to Dark Souls, it'd be Destiny 2. Destiny 2. Now I know. Yeah. Have you heard that Activision and Bungie have actually separated? Like, Bungie is now free of Activision, and they have the Destiny license with them. Have you heard of that? Yeah, like, that means Activision doesn't dictate to them how they make their games anymore. That's a good thing. Who knows? When they release Destiny 3, maybe I'll support their game when that comes out. I'm willing to support them as long as they weren't corrupted by Activision. That's one of the reasons why I avoided buying the first and second game. The only game I own is the one that was given for free with PlayStation Plus. So, this Activision was very bad with Destiny, mainly because of all the microtransactions and releasing a game that didn't have that much content on release. That's what I kept seeing when I looked at reviews of Destiny, to be honest. Like, I'm not talking about the multiplayer, I'm talking about the single player campaign, alright? Like, good, I mean, I hear these games are pretty good if you play it for the multiplayer, playing it with your friends. But sometimes I need a good, coherent story in order to interest me. Alright? And it's really bad when you have to go onto a stupid website in order to figure out the lore of the game instead of actually finding the lore within the game itself. Or at least that's what I've been hearing from people. I mean, don't worry. I do my research in a lot of games I play over the years, Blade. What do you think? I hear that the reason why they actually a lot of them actually played Destiny 2 as well. Like, Actman really showed how bad the story was in Destiny 1. And also, he showed what was wrong with Destiny 2 as well. I can't support that. But of course, I hear that Bungie is actually trying to right the wrong, so hip hip hooray. I hope Bungie does a good job with the Destiny license now that they don't have Activision barking over their shoulder like this. Alright, that's cool. But what do you think? Will Bungie be able to make a better Destiny better without Activision lording over them like this? Right. Because I think Activision was putting too much pressure on Bungie, which was stopping Bungie from making a good game. Like, too much corporate pressure can ruin any game, even if there's good intentions behind it. I just don't support microtransactions as well. I don't care if they're cosmetic. It's all about principle. I don't want to play a game that has microtransactions based on principle. So it's mostly, I hope Bungie actually releases a good game in the future. I mean, Destiny 3 maybe at some point in the future, where it actually has a good story on launch, where you don't have to wait a half a year before the game is even complete. Does that make sense? Like, it's complete on day one. There's a complete experience on day one. That's what I'm saying. Like Red Dead Redemption 2 that released in October. Like, just an example. What do you think? I like having a good... Alright. Alright, that's good. That's good. That's good, Blade. Now, I just need to see some proof, because I haven't played Destiny after finding out, after watching some anti-Destiny 2 videos that told me how bad it was. So I was like this, why should I play it and actually support this game if Activision's ruining it? So I haven't picked it up since. So I might have to give the game another chance if Bungie is free of them. And I'm still thinking, what game should I play for Friday? I just need to make sure that you don't get copyright striked if you play a Destiny game. Is Destiny safe to stream? The problem I have with it is it's more about, safety first when you're streaming something. The reason why I can stream Minecraft videos at will... Yeah, alright, good. The reason why I can stream Minecraft videos at will is because Mojang actually encourages it. This is real advertising. Alright, good. I'll have to... Alright, I might have to give the game another chance. If you want to, you can walk me through it when I stream it. I'll make it Friday then, alright? Like, I always do something different on Fridays, so I need to have something fresh on there. And we can actually have a good, long conversation about how Bungie has finally unshackled itself from the dungeon of Activision. Alright, Destiny 2 it is. But first I gotta wait for the 43 gigabytes of update to download. It says 43 gigs have to download. That's another thing I don't like about big online-only games, is that they take too long to download. I mean, you have to constantly update the game in order to play it. Like, we got Persona 5 that releases on PS4, and that game doesn't require any updates. It's complete on day one. Yeah. I'm just... Yeah, good idea. Don't worry. Thursday, I'm gonna actually just turn on my PS4 and work on my build, since I won't be playing online at all. So I can just let the download happen in the background. Of course, I do play one of my other games in my collection for a few hours. Like, I finally figured out how to make money in Grand Theft Auto 5 without being blown up by Oppressor Mark IIs. The solution: just go to a player invite only session and just start a CEO or a VIP and just and just do Sightseer and Hostile Takeover and Headhunter over and over, I managed to make 550 G's in less than 3 hours. It's a... Hello, Daddy. You having a good day? That's my dad. He's a traveling artist. He paints all lots of stuff. Cool stuff. Like, without his support, my channel would not exist today. Like, basically, as long as Dad actually supports my channel, I can do this indefinitely until I get big enough that I can start, turning this into a profitable channel. Yep, he says, nice to meet you, Dad. Airbrushing with tourism. To tell you the truth, Blade, the first games I ever came into, video games that I came into contact, let me just think. 22 years ago was when I saw the first video game I ever saw. It wasn't a console, and it wasn't it wasn't a PC. It was arcade games, arcade cabinets. For example, House of the Dead, Sega's House of the Dead, awesome game. And of course, that was the first video game I ever saw. Today, I look at that game with great nostalgia. Even though I never beat the game until I was in my early 20s, I would just stand there and look at the demo screen for hours and just watch the gameplay happen, or watch somebody play it from start to finish. It was an awesome time. I know a lot about video games, and I saw the evolution of video games from the 90s to here. And then finally, I was introduced to the PlayStation in 1998, and saw 1999, I think. That's when I saw some of my favorites that would define a lot of my early gaming knowledge, which was Soul Reaver, Legacy of Kain, awesome game, directed by Amy Hennig of Uncharted fame. Alright. Yeah, directed by Amy Hennig, who directed the first 3 Uncharted games. I had no idea she directed Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver until a year ago. So I was like, who's Amy Hennig? It's just back then, it was hard to tell who directed who back then, because you didn't pay attention to the credits of a game. But she was working on that single-player Star Wars game that got canned by EA. EA was like, people don't like single-player games anymore. So, and I'm outraged. I would have actually supported that game if the game was good. With Amy Hennig at the helm, I would have bought it. But I think my boycott of EA still stands. There's lots of great games that have been ruined by Electronic Arts, and I used to love Activision for the Prototype series. Hey Alex, how you doing? All right, doing. You having a great day? I just took out the mansion. Look, this is what's left of it, or at least I'm just putting in the stone brick. Right now, I'm just taking out all this. It'll take me a while. Right now, I have to work on this primarily by myself, because Lava Nader has told me when he comes on my server, it's going to be I think 4:30 p.m. on his end. So it's I'm doing great. I woke up at 5 a.m. this morning just to work on this. After I was done with dishes, of course. When you can't sleep, I couldn't sleep at all, even though I went to bed at midnight. And I decided, and I was like this: I can't delay my streams, and I can't postpone the stream today. So I decided I'm going to do it. Yeah. But look, the mansion is gone. Today, look, that's what's left of what was the foundation of the mansion. And right now, it took me 6 hours to take all this out. 6 hours. I'm not kidding. By myself. So, I decided, like, when it's the really boring parts of, taking out an entire mountain, that's when taking out the foundations of the mansion, I decided to just do that. But maybe next time I'll actually record it and I can speed it up for you guys to watch if you guys don't mind. Like, I haven't done pre-recorded videos in 3 months, so I might as well do that again. I understand you were out with family. That I can understand. Like, when I'm doing my streams, I have less time to spend with my family, but my parents understand perfectly why I'm doing this. Alright, it's perfectly fine. Family events happen. Like, think of this. Next month, sometime, I don't know when, but I'm going to have to notify you guys in advance. Sometime next month, me and my traveling artist dad have to travel all the way to Connecticut to work on a 3D maze there, and we're waiting for the weather to clear so we can actually go there, without it being a blizzard. And I'll be gone for like 12 days, so I'm gonna have to do something on the road to make sure there's plenty of content for the channel. Will you guys mind? Would you guys mind if I filmed what my dad does? My dad's a good artist. He does a great job. He also has his own channel, Airbrushing with Sturism. But of course, I don't know when, so I'll keep you guys informed of when that happens. And look, when I find coal, I take it out. Alright. Like, I just don't know when it's gonna happen. It's just I need to, Mom and Dad are still in the, and need to know. It really depends. Because my dad worked on it last year. Alright, cool. I'll do that. And, of course, I'll do that. Like, that'll be on the list. But here's this, last year we went there and we actually painted up the 3D maze for that haunted house. It was fun. I actually brought the PS4 with me on the trip, and I was able to work on this build for a few days. There. But here's the problem: there's no internet there. If there was, I'd be streaming from it. But of course, no internet. Basically, this haunted attraction that's only open during September and October, when the Halloween season ends, they actually unhook the internet. It's gone until they need it in October. So that means I have to wait until I get to the hotel in order to upload it. Which is sometimes as late as 10 p.m. at night, because me and Dad, we work late on doing this. And of course, maybe it would be good if I got out of the house for a little while doing that, correct? Like, sometimes I do need to get out of the house. Like, I've been cooped up in the house for almost 4 months because of the YouTube channel, and also it being so cold that you want to stay inside where it's warm. Alright. I'll talk to you at some point, Blade, but thank you for wanting to. But I'm gonna keep it like this, like, temporarily until I'm done with the stream. No parties are allowed. But thank you for offering. Alright, Blade? I'm gonna need somebody to walk me through how to play Destiny at some point. Destiny 2 for Friday. Thank you very much, Blade, for understanding. Alright, I keep falling down a hole. Alright, let me just go to bed so I can make it. Alright, where did the bed go? Oh, there it is. Alright. just gonna say that this is gonna be a very good year. I am predicting that my YouTube channel will actually hit 500 subs by September. That's just my assumption right there. But I'm not exactly, I'm not exactly having high hopes. I expect things to take a long time. But if my stream doesn't hit that, I don't make no promises. I'm not someone who can predict the future. Yep. So, you guys all having a good day? Feeling the power? All that? Able to jump off a cliff and live? Just don't do it in real life. You'll die. Unless the cliff is above a small little puddle. Or you just get your shoes wet. That's it. Like... This is episode 27 of REDSEACRAFT, and who knows? I'm gonna stream 4 episodes this week, so that means this is episode 27. 28 will be tomorrow, and 29 will be on Saturday. All right. Alright, it's fine. It's fine, Alex. You're always welcome here, alright? Yep. Of course it's gonna be good. Like, I don't destroy something unless I hope to build it back up stronger than ever. And of course the 4 episodes this week is all about expanding the Pillared Hall. It's the most important thing in the server. It's just, you want to know how many stacks I've already gone through? I've gone through 36 stacks, and I need to fill up this entire area. So, basically, I don't know how much stone brick I'm going to be using up by the time I'm done with the entire Pillared Hall. It's just going to be amazing. I know. I know, Dad, I know. Look at this, Dad. I actually managed to finish all this. There was this mansion right here. It's gone. It took 2 streams to do it. It's gone. It's gone. No survivors. Just, nice. Alright, maybe once I'm done with the stream, I can talk to you for a half an hour about the game, alright? Like, I can always do a Q&A when the stream is over. And it's good to have people to talk to while I do this. You just have to tell me what your PSN name is so I can, so I know who to contact. Alright? You just need to wait till the end of the stream to tell me, alright? If you're still here. Oh. Alright, I'll look. And thank you, Blade, for supporting me. Just, right now, as of today, I have reached 211 subscribers. What do you think, Blade? Just, I never thought I would reach that high. Like, yeah, to me, that might be small. That might be small to some people, but to me, 200 people, like, these are real, living, breathing people supporting my channel. Like, I never thought I would get have it to the point where I have 200 supporters. So, I'm just gonna have to keep going. Like, if I want my channel to go above 1,000 subscribers so I can eventually start putting ads on this channel. Not exactly, and I hope I do have a choice between what ads play, because I want the ones that are skippable so you guys can skip them. Because it's more about, I don't like ads you can't skip on YouTube. I don't like them at all. But if I had if I can't run ads on the channel, you want to know what I want to do? I'll just open a Patreon account and people can just fund me there. That's a good strategy if people don't want ads on the channel. Like, it's fine, but just I have to pay the bill somehow at some point. It's just going to take me 2 years to. I think it's going to take me 2 years to get above 1,000 subs. So until that day comes. Yep. So how big is your channel, Blade? I wouldn't mind subscribing to it for you. Help you out. So how many subs do you have? Like basically, when I get big, I want to make sure I'm not going to be one of those YouTubers that ignores the small channels, right? I think that could be a killer combination in making sure I'm a benevolent channel. You agree? It's more about, you know, spreading the success, help others, and other stuff. Alright. Always ask, alright, you want me to give you some advice, Blade, on how to start? How to grow on YouTube? Because I've actually figured out some techniques. If you want to learn. Because I helped this one YouTube channel, Cosmo Paradise. He's recently hit 300 subs. He's recently hit 311 subs. So, basically, my advice helped. So, basically, communicate with your audience like I do to you. Like, I don't care whether it's one person or 3 or 4 people. Try and communicate with all of them. Try and say hi to every one of them. And always treat them with respect, no matter how much they want you, how much you want to drive your head through a wall. So, you be careful, and also treat them all with respect. That makes them want to support you. And of course, always listen to them when they have constructive feedback. I actually learned that firsthand. When I first started doing YouTube streams, some people on my streams were actually very friendly. One person actually told me, "Do you have a better mic? Your voice sounds terrible." And I said, "I have my I had my headset," and they were like, "Oh, put that on then and see if that fixes it." And I did, and they were happy. And they were happy, and they continued to watch for the duration of the stream. So, always, and also ask them, what kind of content do you want to see? Basically, the reason why I'm doing Minecraft, basically, my channel is not a Minecraft channel. Even though I am doing a Minecraft stream. I'm doing Minecraft streams, but This is just a continuous series, so I can actually play other games I like as well. Oh. Alright. Like, basically, I love talking to people. I love having very interesting conversations with them so I can learn. Because if I help you learn, I learn how to talk to people. Because that's the one thing I actually had trouble with when I first started doing YouTube. You get shy. You don't know what to say. You get tongue-tied because you don't know what to say, something like that. So it gets to the point where you're really you're hoping that what you said was beneficial instead of annoying. But of course, sometimes I feel like I failed. Awesome. Alright, awesome. But most of all, Blade, my advice is simple. Play the games that you have fun playing with. Because if you play the games that your audience wants, and you don't like those kinds of games, you will not be having fun at all. Like, people have been telling me, do Fortnite, but I told them, I don't like Fortnite. I gave Fortnite a chance last year, and I didn't like it. If I played it exclusively for my channel, I would not be having fun, which would mean I'd be less inclined to stream, which would kill my YouTube channel, because I would, I'm not interested in the game. So it's more about play the games that bring you the most happiness, and it will show through your work. Like, for example, look, I can work on this. I'm having more fun on this server than I've ever had. On this server than I've had in a long time on Minecraft. Mainly because it's a huge build and it's my responsibility to make sure it gets finished. So I feel like it's important. What do you think, Blade? Of my advice there. Like, make sure you're happy. 100%. If you're not happy with what you're doing on YouTube, try to find something that does bring you happiness. I'm playing on PS4, but it doesn't really matter what system you're playing on as long as you're enthusiastic about what game you're playing. You understand? Like, it doesn't really matter. Yes, you're welcome. I'm just saying, like, always enjoy what you're doing. The best YouTubers actually like what they're doing. They're actually having fun doing it. If you watched Angry Video Game Nerd, you're wondering, how does he come up with those great skits of him, trashing on a game that came out before me and you were born? Let's just say he actually loves these games and he loves trashing on them, which makes it entertaining for us. So basically, you have to have, this is the number one thing I say, you have to have passion for what you do as well. Your passion will show through if you work in the long run. It's more about doing something and sticking with it. Basically, I play other games on my channel, but this is the only continuous continuous series on my channel. Have one continuous series on your channel and have the other games you play as an extra. Find a game that you love most of all and just continue playing that as much as you want, but make sure it's good, it's entertaining every time. Right now, what sets my REDSEACRAFT series from other Minecraft series, I think, is because I'm actually taking my time with the build. There's no instant gratification with it. It's as slow as it's as slow. But what keeps, I think, the series alive is me talking to you guys like I'm your friend, which I am. Like, I treat everybody like a friend, even if they're mean to me. Like, I just really hate it when I see YouTubers on streams. Alright. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that does happen. You want to know, I actually avoid that. This is why I don't want to have that many people on my streams. You notice how people keep asking me if they can join me in my server as I'm doing my streams? There's another reason why I don't let that many people on my streams. Otherwise, I'd have to remember to give credit to many people, and I'm not good with names. I'm not good with remembering names, and if I forgot somebody, I'm going to get really nasty messages on PSN saying, why didn't you credit me? So, it's more about trying to ensure I don't hurt people's feelings, and I really don't want to, mess up. Always think about others while you're doing your streams, but always remember to do it for fun. Like, big YouTubers grow when they're having fun. Because your passion will show off to the audience. Because think of this. Think of a channel as your television station. Your type of Cartoon Network, for example. I'm just saying that as something like your type of TV station. Basically, you are the channel. You have to give your audience reason to come to your channel. Hey, how you doing? Hello, welcome to the stream. Right now, I'm just giving this aspiring YouTuber some advice. Right, Blade? I always give people advice on my channel. Oh, I'm working on my build right here, as you can see here. Oh, I'm using Fantasy Texture Pack as always. I could build this in Classic or any other texture pack I could. Alright. Hey Ned, how you doing, buddy? Right now I'm just working on my build today. Right now it's just taking a while because I gotta put stone brick down and then I have to expand the pillared hall this way. You saw what was left of the mansion. I just took down the foundations. That took me 6 hours this morning, so I'm able to get a lot of work done. Thank you very much for stopping by, Ned. So Ned, how did you sleep? How was school for you? Just right now, this is what I'm doing for the next 3 hours, trying to get a lot of work done in a relatively short time. I usually have an assistant on here, but I have to wait for him to get home from school so I can invite him to the server. Alright, fantastic. You get all A's in your spelling tests? Oh, and did you get sent to the principal's office again? Alright, I'm just kidding. Don't worry, I'm just having fun. There. I can make some jokes, right? Come on, sense of humor. A sense of humor. What am I if not a fool? Yeah. Hello, welcome to the stream. Oh, I'm using texture pack, and this is just my build. I'm just working on it for long periods. Right now, I'm just working on my huge build. I just need to put the stone brick here, and then I can build the roof. I have to use twice as much stone brick to get this entire work done. Basically, I am at war with the land as I build this server. As you can see right here, I took out entire mountains here, along with some help from friends, but of course, sometimes I have to work on this by myself. Oh, what am I building? Alright, since you're new here, I'll show you around. Will you like that? Basically, I did, last episode, on episode 26, me and a friend finished off the mansion that was standing right here. Then as soon as we had the mansion gone, I took out the foundations of the mansion yesterday. And now I'm putting stone brick down on the floor. But look, as you can see right here, let me just get on the tram car, which is right there. It'll take me to the main build. Just give me a second. It just takes me a little bit to get from point A to point B. Basically, I'm trying to build a pillared hall so I can build a huge medieval metropolis completely in survival. That's the main goal. But right now, I'm actually working on finishing the pillared hall, which is the foundations for the city. Right now, I have some things that are complete. Like this. Just to show people what I have in mind. Like, basically, this is a 3-year project, and you just walked in when I'm done. When I've done like 15 months, almost 15 months of this build. And look at this. Look at this map right here. This is what's where I was right here. The cursor is where I was right there. Right now, we're standing right here. All this gray is what needs to be completed. And I'm still working on it. I'm focusing on the south so I can get it done faster. Like 15 months, I gotta get a section of it finished at some point. And of course, I have to expand the. Basically, the plan is simple. I'm going to show you. Just pay attention to where I aim my cursor. I'm going to actually have the wall go like this. The wall will continue. It will go like this, and it will keep going. And I'm going to take out all the land right here, all the way here, and then it'll go across and connect with the wall to the north, basically allowing me to build a huge capital district. It's going to have hundreds of buildings, and it's going to have hundreds of rooms. So this thing is going to be big when it's finished. Like, I love big builds. I don't build small builds. I build long-term survival builds. As you can see here, this is my nerve center. Basically, when I have it in hard mode sometimes, when I want to get experience, this is my food supply. And this took me 3 weeks to build, because this was actually the first thing I built in the server 15 months ago. And this was when I didn't know that much about enchanting stuff, so I actually had to do everything with stone pickaxes. Literally, I took down 5 mountains with just stone pickaxes. What do you think, Beast? Stone pickaxes, I'm not kidding. Like, and look, I have my machine that produces all my stone brick right here, and I am pretty proud of it. Like, I do a good job and make sure everything's running smoothly on the server. I can only do so much on the server at one time. I can only do so much because 90% of the time, I'm the only one on the server. I'm not kidding. Like, 90% of what you see here was built by me. But as you can see here, this is my machine. It's producing stone. It's going right into the hoppers. Hey Blade, welcome back. But look, I'm just showing the new someone new my machine that produces all the stone brick. Yeah. Basically, this entire thing. I gave Ned yesterday a tour. He's in the stream right now. A tour of this place. Like, I worked really hard on this, and it's good to basically Beast. The goal of this stream series. This is episode 27. I don't know how many episodes it's going to take, but the goal is to actually finish this build on stream from start to finish. And it's going to be another 15 months before I have this finished. Actually 20 months, because I'm going for 36 months. This is month 14 and a half, so I'm getting there. Alright. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, but of course I have my signs here that, look at, server founded December 2017, survival build project. That sign has been there since month 2. And now I'm going to get back to work. Like I need to get a lot of work done on the server today. I have 3 hours to work on today. Alright. Getting back to construction site. Logistics. Basically, I'm ensuring... Basically, nothing is to be built inside the city, the capital district, until I have the pillared hall finished. The pillared hall is what's underneath the ground you see here. All this is artificial land. I tore down 6 mountains with stone pickaxes alone. And of course, look at all this. Like, all this goes on and on. Yeah, we've been going on since 3 p.m., Blade. I just started the stream, so we got another 2 hours. So, it's all good. But look, as you can see right here, this is what a pillar will actually be like when it's completed. There are 32 staircases in all for each pillar. If there's 6,000 pillars when I'm done with it, that'll be 96,000 stone brick stairs. I actually did the math there. I'm not kidding. I might as well show you what the completed ones look like. Yeah, but just let me work on it for... I'm going to work on it alone today, alright? But thank you for offering, Mike. Alright, 1 second. I gotta get to the completed pillars. Just give me 1 second. I want to show Beast the pillars I've been working on. I have a completed area of the pillars, but I have to get there because of how big this build is. It's going to take a little bit. Alright. Look how big this build is. I'm still walking toward this. Like, the idea is to build and complete all these pillars so this looks like an endless labyrinth. Even though you could, look, this is what the pillared hall is supposed to simulate once it's finished. Look at this. What do you think? Like, as soon as this is finished, I'll be able to, I'm going to create the illusion that the city that's going to be above it is actually being held by these pillars. These pillars will be holding the weight of the city. That's what's the fun part about it. Like, I love... the idea of a pillared hall beneath the city. Thank you. Like, this is lots of time, effort, and patience. And some of my friends, when I started this, told me, "You'll never complete it. What are you doing? Are you dumb?" I'm like, why not do something in creative? It's a lot faster. But I decided I wanted to build it completely in survival, no create mode. So everything you see here is create mode. Survival mode. Not create mode. Throw it out the window. Look, I can't even switch to create even if I want to, and you can get trophies on this server. Do you know that? I can get trophies. I got my platinum trophy on this server, so I never switch to create. So you can get your survival, you can get your create trophy. No. Trophies on here. I don't do creative. I hate creative. I just get confused between those two. Because yesterday I went on to some people's create maps just to have a look at their builds. And as you can see here, this is all survival. It's all work in progress. It's not even close to being finished. Everything's being built at a slow pace. What do you think? It's a slow pace, but at least I'm able to get a lot of work done. Just nowadays, I need to get back to work. But look, when I started building this, I had no idea what I wanted to do. Basically, this was a time when I needed resources. This is how I came up with the idea of the pillared hall. Basically, in month 3, when I was getting my first stone smelter from a friend, he made it for me. I needed cobblestone. I had a huge shortage of cobblestone. So I decided, okay, I'm just going to dig out an entire area. But then, once I was done, I was like this, how am I going to fill this in? Do I have to go get some dirt and fill it in? But then I decided, why not just make it part of the design? And this is the result. If you guys are impressed, what do you think? Like, I made it part of the design, but that also made this build take 10 times as long. So this is my 14-month battle to finish all this. Yeah, thank you. But as you can see here, if I were to go up, some people will see this and will just see, wow, flat land. It doesn't look very impressive, but of course the pillared hall is meant to be hidden. But of course, I'm going to build special staircases down there as soon as I'm done with the pillared hall. And as you can see here, look at this. I have all this ready for the construction of the city. It's just I'm waiting for the pillared hall to be finished. Some of my friends are trying to get me to let them build up things on here, but here's the thing. I want to finish the pillared hall so I can actually plan the roads. The grids. The grid lots. So I can actually put buildings in a way that I can have good roads. And look, due to it being, I made it flat on purpose so I can actually design the building, because I am going to put artificial hills throughout here as soon as I'm done. Yep. And look, as you can see right here, as you can see right here, this is an area that's not finished yet. I'm still working on it. That's how. There used to be a lake here, and look, this is how tall the lake was when I started getting rid of the lake. I actually was working on this the day that the aquatic update came out. It was annoying to hear the dolphins yelping for life as I took out the lake a little bit at a time. But I managed to do it, and the lake is gone. Look, there's still turtles here. And I'm putting obsidian here so I can put stone brick floors in here, so people can actually walk through here in hard mode, and if a creeper blows up, they won't fall 30 blocks, because I'm going to make that a lot deeper when I have the time. Oh, good idea, Beast. And look how long it takes me to get from one end of the pillared hall to the other. Like, I don't know what that is right there. Oh, somebody placed wood right here. But look, as you can see right here, the pillared hall is going to expand this way. Look, I already had the pillars all planned out. They're always spaced 7 as 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Every single pillar is 5 blocks apart, but I count the blocks themselves, so it's a good 7. And of course, mathematically, this build is going to be beautiful when it's finished. The pillared hall will make this build look amazing. And of course, I'm going to build hundreds of buildings here. Of course, I got to find some trusted friends to help me build the buildings. It's all going to be fun. And of course, trusted people that'll actually follow directions. Like, it's just, I need to find people who are as talented, who are as patient as me, to help me finish a lot of this. But I can only do so much alone. Basically, as soon as the pillared hall is finished, the entire thing, that's when city construction will begin. I have to go collect that coal. Yeah, Minecraft is I mean, I understand some people can't afford Minecraft, or some people don't want to play Minecraft. I can understand that. But thank you so much for watching me explain to you how this build is different. What do you think? Like the potential of the build is here. Like, I'm working really hard on it. Everything here is a long-term investment. And of course, I'm building big on purpose, mainly to test my building skills. I want to see how big I can build. Just nowadays, I used to build small builds, but I don't anymore, because I'm like, building a small build is not as satisfying as building a small build, to be honest. Like, to be perfectly honest, I know some people have good do a good job with their city builds, but just nowadays. Alright, it's okay, Lava, but thank you very much for stopping by and telling me that. Alright, buddy? Don't worry, if you're available tomorrow, I can invite you, alright? Like, it's just Lava actually knows what to do on the server. I don't need to train him like other people do. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Like, I'm just working as this is I'm gonna do 4 episodes of this week. This is episode 27, or at least episode 27 of the streaming section of REDSEACRAFT. I did almost 40 videos alone of me working on this in the early days. But the sad thing is, those videos did not get that many hits. Nobody was watching them, and because I think nobody understood, because I wasn't there to explain to them what was going on with the build. So it was, I'm just going to have to figure out how I'm going to get those videos to a wider audience, if I'm going to start doing more pre-recorded videos as well. Awesome. Awesome, Lava. Thank you for telling me. Like, I just need to finish all this and I can start putting the pillars down. Build the pillars up and then finish them up. Like, I don't even go into caves anymore. Look at this. I get free iron and coal as I take out mountains. Like, some people kept telling me, let's go into caves, let's go into caves. I'm like this. I don't need to go into caves. I got all the iron, coal, and gold I ever need by just doing this. Right now, if this were normal land, we would be at least 10 blocks below ground. But I mean, right now the pillars are 5 blocks tall. But fully with all the dirt attached to it is 7 blocks tall. Right now, I'm trying to build everything. I mean, the pillared hall and the land that goes on top of the pillared hall is 7 blocks tall. Alright. But thank you very much for stopping by, Beast. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Or you can go and find your charger quick. That's fine. But if you have to get off, that's fine. Alright, Lava, thank you for stopping by, buddy. I'll talk to you later, alright? Like, I perfectly understand why people have to get off. Like I've actually heard some YouTubers actually yelling at people when they try to leave their streams. That's not professional. I perfectly understand. People have lives. Alright, you have a good day, Beast. Feel the power, alright? And this is Red Sea of Red Sea Gaming working on my prized REDSEACRAFT server. It is exclusively only on my channel. But of course, I like sharing my experience with others. That's why I stream it in real time for people to watch me build. Because when I started doing streams in November, I was thinking nobody's gonna want to watch me build all this in real time. So I did more pre-recorded videos instead, but those didn't get the views, and my channel was going from 150 subs to 139 subs, and I was wondering how to stop the bleeding. So I decided in November, okay, enough is enough. I am going to do streams of me building this. It just will take a long time to get to 300 subs, I thought to myself. But right now I'm at 211. So I'm just very thankful to have that many. And it's good to have more too. I just need to finish all this. Basically, the objective of today's server is to finish a whole bunch of this. If necessary, I will complete this area tomorrow, but I am going to get as much done as possible. Yeah. Every weekend, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, it's 3 p.m. It's 3 p.m. I start streaming. Also, Mondays and Thursdays I take a day off, mainly so I can take a break, because also I got some work on those days. Like I gotta start building new thumbnails for the channel, making sure there's always new thumbnails to put on the streams. I've already taken like 15 photos throughout my build to use as thumbnails, so I need to start making those as soon as I'm done with the stream. I have a lot of stone brick, so I can keep doing this indefinitely. So, anybody in the stream, alright, if any of you play Minecraft, what was your biggest build in Minecraft, and what was your proudest moment with it? Like, I love asking people questions as I'm building. Alright, awesome, Blade. Do you want to learn? I can talk to you more about Minecraft. About YouTube as well. Like, I can say this, that YouTube, I'm just going to say this, Blade, if you understand. YouTube is like a video game. Except the video game in question is like... Yeah. Alright. Oh, I like it you're still here, Ned. Thank you very much. If you want to build your Minecraft world I saw yesterday, you can just listen to me while on your phone while you're doing that. Like, that's what my streams are there for. Like, basically, it's so you have something to listen to and also look at occasionally while you're listening. Basically, I don't mind. That's exactly what I do when I build on Minecraft. I actually listen to my favorite YouTubers while I do this. It's a way of calming me down while I'm working on this build. And it just keeps me calm while I'm working on it, and I'm able to think. And Like, I consider myself somebody who likes to build mundane tasks in the long run. LJS, how you doing? Right now I'm expanding the pillared hall. Basically, I need to get all this. Look at this. If you saw last time the mansion was there, now it's gone. Now I'm actually putting now I'm putting the stone brick where it was last time. Episode 26, the mansion was gone. Now this is episode 27, it's going to grow bigger. Awesome. It's okay. Better late than never, right? Like, I actually believe that. Better late than never. Like, thank you very much for stopping by. And of course, I just work very hard on my builds, so it's good to have an audience here, so I can talk to them. Yeah, lots of progress, and of course, this morning I woke up at 5. I couldn't sleep anymore, even though I had only 4 hours of sleep. I had only 4 hours of sleep, and I decided, okay, I'm not going to go back to sleep, but I am going to take out what remains of the foundations of the mansion. 5 hours later, the foundations were gone, taken care of. I like prepping my streams before I start them. I'll actually put 5 hours in advance before the stream even begins. What do you think? 5 hours. I set it up, and I always do something I always set up the streams before I start them. Except I have to put in hours and hours of work to make sure I can do a lot of stuff. In a way that makes it entertaining for you guys. Yeah, but of course I was like this. I couldn't. You want to know? I had two choices today. It was either upload a video explaining why I couldn't do a stream today, or do the stream. I chose to do the stream because I wanted to make sure I kept my promise. I have my About page on my YouTube channel you can read. It says I stream every day except Mondays and Thursdays, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep my promise. Basically, when it says 3 to 8 p.m., that's basically times between 3 to 8 p.m. because sometimes I can't do 5 hours. Sometimes I can't do 5 hours because I've run out of things to do at that particular time. Also, yes, basically I'm building a huge build in a way that makes people that I want to inspire people to build huge like me. Instead of going with, okay, just go with something small, I'm like, just do something for fun. Do something that makes you happy. Make it fun. And right now I just need to get some more stone brick. I already had the server I already had the server ready in advance before getting starting the stream today. Alright. Alright. Thank you. Thank you, Fresh Boost videos. I'm just working very hard on my build, and I'm just pretty happy with how fast my channel has grown since November. My channel has grown by 70 subscribers since I began doing streams in earnest in early November. So I'm just very thankful to have that many in such a short time. To me, 2 months is a short time to me. Yeah. I try to do 4 episodes a week, and it's just going to keep growing. because I intend to stream this entire construction of this build from start to finish. So basically, what you guys will be able to see when this thing is complete is, I don't know how many episodes there will be. I'm not going to pull a figure out of my head, but I don't know how many episodes it'll take. But when this is done, I think there's going to be hundreds of episodes when it's finished. And if they're 3 hours each, that means hundreds of, if it's 100 hours, if it's 100 video streams, that'll be 300 hours of content if it was 1 hour each. But of course, that's just an assumption. I'm just gonna keep doing this. Like, the only thing that reminds me of how many episodes is when I titled the video. When I titled the video Live REDSEACRAFT, and then I put the number of the episode, then I put Survival Builder at the end. Like right now, Live REDSEACRAFT Survival Builder, Live REDSEACRAFT 27 Survival Builder, and then tomorrow will be the 28th episode. So basically, I'm just going to keep it going. On Friday, I always do something different. Like, since I've been talking to some of my viewers, I think I'm going to try doing Destiny 2 for Friday. I always do something different. If I play the same game all the time, it would get a little boring, but I'm going to try and do some different stuff. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm just working so hard on my build. Thank you for the support, guys. Like, just, as long as you guys support me, I'll keep doing this content, because in the beginning when I started doing the REDSEACRAFT series, just REDSEACRAFT episode 4, I nearly canceled the show at episode 4. Mainly because the 4th episode failed so hard to find an audience. That was when my channel was still at 144 subscribers. But I decided, okay, I'm going to give episode 5, and I'm going to do episode 5, because I might as well see if I can make it grow. And I made it in the Christmas texture pack, that way it was more Christmassy. Perfect time to do it, though, because it was December. So it was December, so I actually worked on this build a lot for the Christmas season in the festive texture pack. And what's great about it is that the festive texture pack made my build look nice. Thank you, LJS. Very much. It's just I'm just working very hard to make sure. I'm working hard to make sure there's always some content on my channel. Right now, you want to know? As of today, I think I'm gonna hit 13,000 views on my channel. Yeah, to me, some people will say, that's overall for all videos combined. But of course, some people will say that's not as much as the big channels. But to me, 13,000 is a ton. If I had $1 for every viewer, every view on my channel, I have 13 grand. So I'm just happy, right? Yeah. I will do a lot, but next month I might go on a business trip for 12 days, so I won't be able to do streams during that time. But at least I'll be able to start doing streams as soon as I get home. But I will record myself on the trip if you guys are interested. You might as well see what I do when I'm not building on this build, right? Like, when I'm not streaming, I actually am the navigator for my dad, because we actually travel the nation. Basically, I've been all over the country. Even into Canada, too. Like, I've never been outside the United States except Canada. So, oh, thank you. I was like this. Okay. I'm so excited to do the streams that sometimes I forget to sleep. Or eat. Oh. Connecticut. Basically, last year it was horrible. We actually had to drive 1,800 miles to Nevada. We drove through Colorado during the winter in February. And and then after that we drove into Las Vegas to work on a charity hunt that was helping underprivileged children. And then we went to Salt Lake City, Utah, and worked in a haunted attraction. You know, some of these haunted attractions are actually under construction 8 months before Halloween even begins. So we were working in this abandoned restaurant that this guy got cheap. But here's the problem: the heating system didn't work. Do you know how cold it was in that restaurant when Dad was painting it? All right. Thank you. I just feel like I am obligated to keep my promises to you guys. Like, I want to make sure my channel gets the respect it deserves. So I told myself when I started doing the streams, if it takes my health to do this, my good health to do this, more time to it, right? Like, more just like I'm saying to myself, once again, saving the game. Basically, I was like this: if it costs me my personal health, so be it, so I can help the channel grow. And after doing 5 streams a week for almost 3 months straight, my channel has grown. But all right, thank you, LJS, for giving me a way out. but of course, I am gonna try and make sure I do the streams. I just need to make sure that my streams are always consistent. I'm always respectful to you guys, and I just need to keep everything going. I'm just really happy that my channel keeps growing every week. And of course, I've already set a goal for myself this week. I'm going to try and reach 215 subscribers. Probably next week I'll try to reach 220. I set my goals really low on purpose. That way I have something to work for. Because it is possible to reach that number. Like, I'm just having a lot of fun working here. Like, I'm doing what I like best. I like building long, time-consuming builds that take a long time to build. Mainly because as a kid, I used to love building tree forts. I would actually take whatever I could find, in the backyard, then take it to a tree and actually build a nice little fort around it. But of course, this was impossible in where I used to live as a kid, because you needed to buy a permit from the city in order to build whatever you wanted in your backyard. So it was that bad. So basically, we live in Bailey. No, not exactly Bailey. Like somewhere in somewhere in Michigan. But of course. All right, thank you. But if I don't feel like it, will you guys? This is one reason why I'm doing the streams more. My pre-recorded videos did not get the views. LJS, what do you think? They did not get the views. The average view count view count and watch minutes for my pre-recorded videos was 1 minute, and only 2 views. And my channel was actually knocking at death's gates when I started doing the streams, and I managed to save the channel. Alright, welcome back. Wow. But what do you guys think? I can have a good conversation with you guys. Like, I love having good conversations with my viewers. Like, I talk and I love, I used to not watch YouTube game videos myself, mainly because I thought, I don't like taking ideas from big YouTubers. I like making my own style when it comes to making my own builds. I understand, Noah. Welcome to the stream, buddy. How you doing, Noah? So how's the weather for you? Is it cold? Like, he's on the same time as me. He lives in New York, so it's cold. Yeah, I know, it's cold. Yesterday it was 0.4 degree. I mean 0 degrees outside. It was so cold that when I did my streams on Sunday, I was actually shivering while doing the stream. That's the truth, right there. Like, I had there's no heater in my room. Wow. All right. I understand that. Like, we bought a hearse. A real Buick 1991 hearse. It's in the back. Now it's covered in snow. A client of ours actually drove it all the way here. People were giving him weird looks as he was driving down the highway with that nice hearse. Oh, ouch. Oh, yeah. You see this hand right here? I actually twisted this hand the wrong way last year. Now it hurts for me. Now it hurts for me to bend my hand a little bit. It still hasn't recovered, but I can still use it. I can still use my hand, that hand, for the game. Just, I understand the pain of hurting yourself. Alright, I gotta get more stone brick. Yeah, I know. So, LJS, how was, I'm not sure, are you still in school, or were you at work? Like, I'm assuming college or work. Oh, ouch. Like, everything here, just look at this. Noah, last time you were on here, the mansion was here. Look, it's gone. 100%. Now I have the stone brick all laid down, ready to get started on expanding the pillared hall once again. One second, let me make it daylight so you have an idea. Like, I finished off the mansion. Now I can start expanding the pillared hall. Look at this. Now I got all this room. Hey Alex, welcome back to the stream, buddy. How you doing? And of course, right now I just finished placing all the stone brick down, except for that area right there. I'm gonna have to get some more. All right. I was just asking LJS. Don't worry. Don't worry. Like, I don't judge people by how old they are. I judge them by their maturity. All right, by how mature they are, and how kind they are as well. Alright, 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, got that. Ouch. Like, you wanna know, just to be honest with you guys, we actually had to get a dumpster into our barn in the back of the house once. I accidentally, I fell out of the dumpster, because we were trying to get stuff inside the dumpster, and my foot slipped off the dumpster, and it went like this as it hit the floor on the ankle. Oh, it actually bent this way. Oh. And for a week, I was grounded. I couldn't help my dad clean up the barn. My foot had actually bent the wrong way. Ouch. Yeah. So basically, I was like this. This is also this is such a. It hurt so badly, but it was also a blessing in disguise. Like, because I don't like cleaning up the barn at all, but I wish that hadn't happened because I really wanted to help. Like, even if you don't like helping out in that situation, it just feels bad when you actually lose your ability to do that. Alright, thank you. Like, I'm just very honest, and I love talking about my history, so you guys get to know a little bit more about me as I do my thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, just need to finish placing all these pillars here. I don't need to count them once I have a good lineup, but as long as it's 5 blocks apart, then I know it's correct math. Like, as we go. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, 7. Yeah, and also there were times as a kid when I was kind of dumb, as in I didn't understand why the stove got so hot. Went red when it was on. I didn't understand that. I was a young kid. So, just for fun, I put my finger on the burner when it was hot once, and I was like, never did that again. Like, that was funny. Yeah. Like, I was, just to be honest with you guys, I was a little bit of a dumb kid, but nowadays I'm actually pretty intelligent. Just, learn from your mistakes so you don't do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. I just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, just one moment. Just like this is my the easiest process is figuring out where the pillars go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Oh, thank you. Just so you know, I try my best to bring my personal life experiences to the streams. Try to give it a more personal touch while I'm working on my build. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just look, I have to make sure it's correct because I'm so far away. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I understand, but the reason why the Woodland Mansion had to go, Noah, was because I couldn't take credit for it. I would have to say this was made by the generator in the game. But thank you for that. Yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could have actually remodeled it in my image, but I decided not to do that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, it lines up. I'm fine. Like, I had 4 hours of rest this morning, and I was like this. I needed to get the foundations of the mansion gone. I was like this. This was the only thing that kept me awake, the will to continue. And I knew that I could not go back to bed because I needed to make sure I was right on time for the stream. And so far, I'm fine. I just need... Who's MJ, Noah? I mean, I'm just... I don't know a lot of YouTubers. I mean, except the ones I watch, but it just... I need to learn a little more about Minecraft YouTubers. I don't like actually watching... I mean, I don't like taking ideas from other Minecraft YouTubers. I like making my own designs. Oh, Michael Jackson. Oh, yeah, I know him. He does. I mean, he did a good job with songs. Rest in peace, MJ. Yeah. Just. All right. Just I need to get all these pillars done. As soon as I get the pillars done, I mean these pillars placed correctly, I can start building the roof itself and expand the pillared hall this way. To the point where I'll have all this, I'll put the grass on top, and it should blend in nicely with the rest of the build. Like as a kid, my favorite arcade games growing up was Carnival, Midway's Carnival, and of course House of the Dead and House of the Dead 2. Those are the games I saw at the arcades when they were brand new. If you guys have heard of House of the Dead, ask me anything. Those I know a lot about those games. Alright, that's cool. I'll have to check it out later, Noah. Here we are. Just, you want to know? It's actually going to cost me twice the amount of stone brick because, look, I got the floor finished. And I got this. I got to put the ceiling to the thing, which is going to use up the same amount. What? Oh. I like... LJS, my favorite Legend of Zelda game in the entire Legend of Zelda series is the only game I ever played, which is Link to the Past. The classic, the classic Legend of Zelda Link to the Past on the Super Nintendo. Like, that's the only game in the entire Legend of Zelda franchise I've ever played, Link to the Past. Like, of course I wanted to get Wind Waker, but here's the problem. If I wanted to get Wind Waker for my GameCube I have behind me, it's going to set me back $50 for a used copy. Yep, it's always that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, you always judge it by your first. Like for example, for example, this is just a small example for a series I played from start to finish, every single game in the franchise. The first Souls game I played in the Dark Souls series was actually the game that started the whole Souls game genre, which was Demon Souls, that came out on PS3. And of course, I actually appreciate that game more than Dark Souls, but of course I love Dark Souls as well. I like all 5 games. Like, it's more about preference. Like it's always the first game you play in the series that will always take the crown. What do you guys think of that? Like, just it's more about if you enjoy a game because it was your first. Of course, some people will say, "Oh, this game is flawed," something like that. But I'm like this: as us players, as we enjoyed our games, we actually overlooked the flaws because we were having so much fun at the time we were playing them, and we took those flaws as tropes. Which today we love these games. So it's more about we can overlook the flaws because the game itself is good as a whole. What do you guys think? Noah, I can give you some advice. Are you interacting with your audience as you're streaming? Correct? Are you? Good. I'm just saying, what content are you trying to, I mean, basically, when you're doing a YouTube channel, I'm just trying to give you advice. I love giving aspiring YouTubers advice, alright? Are you making content that people will want to watch your channel for? I'm asking you that just to help you as a friend. Like, it's more about you need to, like, basically every channel on YouTube needs a killer app in order to succeed. Basically, REDSEACRAFT is my main series on the channel, but I always play something different on Fridays to make sure that there's always a little bit of difference throughout the week. Like, it's more about trying to make sure everything. Alright, good. Alright, good. LJS, thank you. But don't worry. I have a feeling that my REDSEACRAFT series will. My REDSEACRAFT series, LJS, is getting all the. I'm looking at the analytics. It's getting most of the views and it's getting most of the watch time, while anything that's not my REDSEACRAFT related on my channel gets partially ignored. Like, I was playing Bloodborne, one of my favorite games on the PS4. It did not do so well. It got plenty of watch time, but nobody watched it. Not a lot of people watched it. I don't consider it a flop because it still had like 300 minutes of watch time. But so to me, if it gets more than 300 minutes of watch time, which is basically if I had 7 people watching as I do now, and if they all watched me for 3 hours, 7 times 3 would be 21 hours of watch time. Like, it would actually count all of you guys in here with an additional 3 hours each if you guys were to watch me for 3 hours at a stretch, and it would get me 21 hours of watch time. Yep. Awesome, LJS. Thank you. See, I'm just trying to help Noah out as a friend. Also, analytics are crucial. You need to pay attention to what people like and what people don't like. That's the most important thing when you're streaming. Like, I learned in the past that I need to communicate with my audience as I do this. Noah, LJS is asking you a question. Feel free to ask him on the stream. All right, that's good. Like, do what makes you happy, Noah. That's the number one rule I make for you. All right. Always do what brings you happiness. Never do it because you want to get famous on YouTube. I learned that a long time ago. You don't do it to get famous. You do it for fun first of all. Alright. If you're having fun with your streams, it will show through to your audience. And also, if I treat my audience right, they'll come back to me. Treat others as you like to be treated. The golden rule. Like, I will treat you all with kindness because I believe it's the right thing to do. I am not a toxic individual. I don't like yelling at people I don't know. What do you guys think of that? Like, I've gotten to that point where I'm an adult now. Yelling at people just doesn't change their mind. Like me, if I were to yell at you and tell you, subscribe to me or else, or does that make you want to support me? No. It just, I realized long ago, be nice. Be nice, be considerate, be patient. That's how you succeed on a YouTube channel, Noah. I hope you take that to heart. Right now, I might have 211 subscribers, but to me, I'm getting there. Like, we all stop. Everybody starts at the bottom of the pyramid. Yeah, good idea, Beast. That's a good step forward. But I would make sure you wait until you get to 1,000 subs because you're not going to be making a dime off of YouTube until you reach 1,000 subs and monetize the channel. And also ensure you have a constant influx of views and watch time, because YouTube doesn't judge your videos by how many views it gets. Views were made irrelevant in 2013. It's watch time and also watch time and retention, and also how much ad revenue ads get shown on your video as you're doing the video. Yep. When my first video on YouTube, which I uploaded in June of 2017, for a long time it was my most viewed video on my channel at 45 views. And then I uploaded another video after that. That video got copyright claimed because I used music that was in the Share Factory app on the PS4, and I thought maybe it was safe to use, but then it got copyright claimed because of that song. So I actually muted the video, got rid of the music, but here was the problem. I didn't want an incomplete video like that was going to be left to die because I had to change the song. So I had no choice but to actually delete it off YouTube and re-upload it with a new song attached, which I did. Which actually shows one of my earliest builds on YouTube. One of my earliest Minecraft builds. Earliest before I began this. And of course, that was before I figured out detail. And just so you know, it's the Sand Palace montage. Basically, I named it that, and to me, it got, at its height, it had 48 views, but I decided to delete it. So it's never achieved the success it had when it first uploaded. Alright, I am almost done expanding the pillared hall. And you know, prepping it for the next phase. Like, I have almost 92 pre-recorded videos on YouTube. On Minecraft, but I recently moved the REDSEACRAFT episodes to its own dedicated playlist. After this stream gets processed, I'm going to put it on. Yeah, after this video, after I'm done streaming this, I'm going to put this episode on. I'm going to put this episode on the new playlist, REDSEACRAFT. All 27 episodes together in one playlist for you guys to watch, and a lot of them are 3 to 5 hours long. So that means, do the math how long it lasts. Yeah, I worked very hard, but just so you know, Noah, that it's not my best quality. I had to learn how to talk to the camera. I wasn't used to talking to the camera at the time. I was just scared of what people thought of my voice. I just didn't like hearing my voice at the time. So, but nowadays I'm like, okay, no one cares if about voices. Like, what matters is that you have enthusiasm and also passion for what you do on your channel. And I leave those videos up as a sign of where I began. Alright, thank you. Yeah, basically I sort of hated the sound of my voice when I rewatched my videos. But don't worry. Don't worry. If you guys are enjoying the sound of my voice, I'm happy to hear that. Alright. Alright, this is my method of building This is my method of expanding the pillared hall. I have to do this. It's a slow process. I can't move the camera. If I move the camera, it won't do it, but I'm doing it in third person so you guys have an idea of how much scale it is. Yeah, I understand, Blade. People do that. Right now, I'm an adult. I'll be 27 in April, but as far as I can tell, like, you start doubting your own voice when you're growing up. Yeah. I've actually had those moments. A few people came onto my streams. Just trying to, make me upset, but I actually beat them at their own game. I don't actually get upset if they badmouth me or anything, because it's very hard for them to do that, because I'm like this. It's just a word. If it were real, it'd be, words only have the power if you give them power. I actually believe that. So I can ignore what they say to me to a point, but if it starts getting to the point where they're insulting my audience, that's when I have no choice but to block them off my channel indefinitely. Yes, that's a good thing, Noah. That's a good thing. Cherish that, because when I was first getting that as a new channel, as a brand new channel, when my channel was young, I was happy, and I thought I would never be as good as some of my favorite YouTubers. Oh. Okay. Guys, I remember this fondly. I still remember this to this day. This was when I was 5 years old. Basically, this was 22 years ago. Basically, this was when I was still going to public school, but except it wasn't public school. It was a class called Ready Teddies. And basically, we were driving we were riding in the school bus to the school I'm not saying what school it was, so you guys don't know where I live, but I'm just gonna say we were riding over the train tracks. I said, "Whoa, train tracks!" And the bus driver's like, "You're not getting a sticker for saying that." I'm like, "I said train tracks. I didn't say anything offensive. What's the problem?" I still don't know what I did wrong, but I got punished for saying train tracks. What do you guys think? Isn't that stupid? Like, I actually remember that. That was 22 years ago. I'm like, I know. Like, I don't know what was wrong. I don't know who on this planet found train tracks offensive. Train tracks. I wasn't saying hog tie somebody and put them on the train tracks. I said, "Whoa, look, train tracks." Yes. Alright, LJS, I'm going to give you this advice. No matter how much some of my older videos make me cringe, rewatching them myself, I always keep them up. You want to know why? Never forget your roots. That's the number one thing when you get started on YouTube. Never forget your roots. No matter how hard, no matter how cringy it is to look at your old videos. Because, if you're an amateur and you started, and by then you're more efficient at speaking, and then you watch your old videos and you're like, I sound like that? The worst thing you can do is delete the videos. Because that's actually denying where you began. Like, I'm just saying. Accept what you began as so you can actually progress to the future. Yeah. I still don't know what was up. But I don't know. Was that funny or what? Yeah. So please, if you do something with your friends, keep them, even if it's cringy. Because, LGS, that is your history. That's your beginning. And, of course, I can go, for example, I can go on to, let's say, Angry Joe's channel. I can go on to Angry Joe's channel and actually scroll down to his older videos from 8 years ago and watch them. Yeah. Basically, honestly, denying your past is the worst thing you can possibly do. But of course, don't worry. Lesson learned, right? Alright. Let me just think. Alright, what can I do? That'll make you guys, I'm just thinking about all the embarrassing stuff I did as a kid. Alright, this one. I actually have two sisters. We were playing a game. They locked me out of the house once. This was during the summer, by the way, so I didn't have to worry about freezing to death in the cold. But basically, my sisters locked the door. I decided to be bold. I smashed my head through the glass door. I did something stupid. I did something very stupid. And the funny thing about it was I never got in trouble for it. My two sisters got in trouble for it for locking the door. Like, yeah. They thought they could lock me out. They were wrong. No cuts. I suffered no cuts from that. I smashed my head through... Yeah. I smashed my head through the glass door. Basically, they locked the door. I decided to show them that I was brave. I went like this. And it broke the glass door. Like that. And I was like 11, 12 years old at the time. Yeah. Yeah. And I never got in trouble for it, but my sisters did. Got away with it. Oh, basically, we were playing a game about monsters, and I was the monster, and they decided to cheat and lock the door so I couldn't get in the house, so I couldn't get them. They thought they were safe, and then I decided, okay, I must show them that I'm a real monster. Yeah. Yeah. So let's just say we actually replaced that glass door. Mom and Dad were actually happy to have that glass door removed. Yeah. And since I was a kid at the time, Mom and Dad had to clean it up. I don't have to clean it up. Yeah. Sorry, that's a bit rude of me to say. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Dad. Don't worry. But, of course, I was a kid at the time. Like, kids do stupid stuff when they're young. Like, I'm not saying all kids do that, but I'm just saying there's a bunch of kids that will do some pretty dumb stuff. Alright, what else? Let me think. Oh, here's another story. Basically, yeah. Yeah. Too bad I didn't have a camera at the time to record that. I think it would have gone viral. But I didn't hurt my eyes or anything. Thank goodness the glass did not, crack and go into my eyes or anything. Yeah. Yeah, and also, here's another one. I had to mow the lawn. Alright. I had to mow the lawn. And I was mowing the lawn. And I was mowing and taking out the grass a little bit at a time. Then something horrible happened. I stepped on a live bee's nest. I stepped on a live bee's nest, and that's when I saw the bees coming out, and I knew they were after me. So I'm like running to the house as quickly as possible to get inside. Yeah. I'm like, oh no. And then running inside as fast as possible. The bees are coming for me. Yeah. They were in the ground, literally, and I stepped on them. And now they're upset that I ruined their hive. Now they're coming after me, and I had to stay inside for a half an hour before trying to go back to work. Yeah. We actually used some tricks of getting away from the beast. Like, for example, stay behind a tree, because bees lose sense of direction if you're behind a tree. Or at least that's what the conventional wisdom said. I don't believe it. I see bees. Run. Also, think of this. I haven't been stung by a bee in 15 years. It's not that I'm allergic to bee stings. It's that I don't like being stung by bees at all. Nobody likes that, right? And like, it was just bad. Like, of course, my favorite activity to do at home before we had to move to a new house, was to climb the pine tree in the back. The pine tree was like at least 40 feet tall, and us climbing to the top without being caught by mom and dad, by the way, like, it was fun climbing that, and actually having a good bird's eye view of the land of the property we were on. Yeah. Like, I love climbing, and I just don't like it when people put up roadblocks. I can't actually climb the. As soon as we were caught, we were not allowed to climb up the tree. So that was fun. That was dashed, but. Like, we were playing baseball with one of the kids in the neighborhood in our whole old home, in our first location before moving to our present home. And we were baseball, and I remember the kid's name. His name was Travis. He threw a baseball at my head, and it hit me in the eye. I had a purple eye for a week. Yeah, it was just bad, but it's just good memories. Yeah, and it hurt, and it really, really hurt. Look. Yeah, of course I do. Like, come on. What's life without a few painful moments? Correct? Like, I've been all over the country. I've been to every state in the United States except Hawaii, Alaska, Maine, and Massachusetts. Just traveling the entire country. Like, I've actually seen Colorado. I've seen the Grand Canyon. I've seen Mount Rushmore. Yeah. And we were in we were actually in New Jersey on September 11th. My dad was working on a project, and oh, hello. Yeah, I've never been to Maine. Like, honestly, but Maine, like I would love to see Stephen King's house. But my favorite author as a kid, I used to read some of his books, like The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon. That was a good book. Yeah, like, I was 11 years old, and The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon was the first book I ever read. Like, so, from start to finish. And of course, since I was going to a Christian elementary school at the time, When they saw me reading Stephen King's The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon, they were like this. like, come on, people. It's just a scary story. Come on, guys. There's nothing wrong about it, right? Like, I'm the type of Christian that loves scary stuff. I mean, without fear, there's no adventure. Like, I'm just saying. Basically, if you want a rundown of what the story's about, I'm not going to spoil too much, but I'm just going to say this. A little girl, Patricia McFarlane, gets lost in the woods. In the Appalachian Trail. She gets lost. And she has to survive by her own wits in the woods. And something in the Appalachians is looking for her, and it's hungry. September 11th, 2001. That's when we were actually there, across the bay, on a coastal city. My dad was working on a haunted house that was supposed to open in September 2001. But got pushed back to 2002 due to what happened in New York City. Like, I'm not kidding. My family was there. We didn't even know how special the event was until we saw it on the news the next day. We were just working very hard on getting something done. I was 9 years old at the time. No, I didn't see anything. Remember, I was 9 years old at the time. I didn't turn. I'm 26, going on 27 years old today. So, like for some reason, what a coincidence. We were across the bay from New York when that happened. Like, New Jersey's right here. New York City's right here. Like, of course, as we were leaving, we saw the smoke and all that, and it was a bad situation. I just don't remember where, what project, what client we were working with at the time. But it was a great haunted house we worked at, but it was pushed back because it was supposed to open in Washington, D.C. In September of that year, but it had to be pushed back a year, this Halloween attraction. We were watching the news on that day. Like, my dad and mom found out about it. It was bad, but don't worry, things change, and things change. And of course, looking at all that, like, I've been through a lot of stuff over the years. Like, I've been traveling the United States with my family for 21 years. As of this year, 21 years of traveling the country. With my dad as the artist and me being the navigator and the helper. Like, I actually help Dad unload his stuff on the car. Then we get to work on Dad gets to work on painting the haunted house. Okay. Cool. I know, he's a terrorist, right? Yeah. Yeah, I was a kid back then. That's why I'm not trying to make any jokes about it. I'm trying to be respectful. I just had to put that out there. And you want to know, the first time but of course, my 10th birthday was when my family went to Ohio to get to work on a roller rink. The first time I actually put on skates, age 10. age 10, and it was all about, like, how do you do skating? Like, yeah. And, no, but we have seen we have seen the aftermath of a tornado. Like, we've actually had moments where we actually had to literally get off the highway because we could barely see to the snow. Because at one point in our traveling history, we were on the road 50 weeks a year, only spending 2 weeks at home. 50 weeks a year. It was insane, but we managed to get it done. And of course, we always celebrated with having a good Christmas every year. Yeah. And you want to know, I never went to public school, so I didn't know how to make friends at all. And the only people I could talk to were adults, so... Oh. Interesting. I'm just saying that traveling the country, actually, you if you're going to elementary school or high school, Noah, I'm going to say you have a higher chance of making friends than me, because think of this. When I was a kid, the only people I had to talk to as a kid, Noah, were adults. And what scared little kids when I went to church on Sunday, I talked like I was in my early 30s, because talking to adults all the time rubs off to the point where I lost my ability to talk like just a normal kid and started acting like an adult. At age 15, I talked like I was in my early 30s, which scared kids. Which scared the kids my age. They didn't want to talk to me at the time. Because a lot of them expect you to talk dumb like they do. They want you to talk down to their level. I mean, no. They want you to go down to their level if you're going to talk with them. That's the one thing I couldn't stand. Like, so I decided, okay, these people don't want to be my friend if I talk intelligent, so I'm just like, okay, I don't need them. But of course, it's good to have you guys here that respect me. I like having good conversations. I like it when people listen to me, and I also like it when I listen to the person talking to me as well. That way we can have a good conversation. It's a good thing. And I have a lot of fun talking to people on my streams now. Like, there were times when I would wait an hour for people to come onto my streams to talk to me. Yes. I was being proper, like, which scared them. Like, they expected me to talk like a kid, like, immature like them, something like that. Like, I'm a proper person. Like, when I'm in a crowd of people, to be honest with you guys, I sort of keep myself, I usually censor myself to the point where it's impossible for me to swear while you guys are watching the stream, because I've sort of trained myself to not swear at all, or talk dirty at all when I do my streams. Like, basically, I believe that if I hear YouTube is cracking down on channels that do dirty stuff, so very soon the dirty channels will start dying out one by one. Yep. Just right now, I am a very clean individual. I like talking in a normal tone. Me? Do I swear? Actually, that really depends. That really depends. Like, I don't swear. I don't swear a lot when I'm not streaming, but I just don't feel it's good to swear in front of people because I want to be a good example to you guys. What do you think? A good example, I don't swear in front of other people because I want people to like me for who I am. Basically, I don't want to swear in front of other people because, swearing actually gives people a wrong impression of you. And you're less likely to find a job if you rely on curse words all the time. It's fine, Noah. In my opinion, it's better late than ever. Be a good example, and also, here's another reason why I don't curse at all when I do the streams. Number one reason, that way if your mom or your dad or whoever comes into your room while you're watching me, I'm not swearing at all, though you will not be grounded if they hear me, if you hear a YouTuber that likes to cuss all the time, you will not be grounded for watching me because I like to keep my channel clean for you guys to watch without the threat of being grounded. Yeah. Just I hope you guys enjoy that. I'm trying to keep. Basically, I'm keeping my channel clean so everybody can watch it, not just families, not just little kids. Everybody can watch it because I like to talk to both. I like to talk to both sides. Kids and adults. Because I was trained to talk to adults all my life. LJS, what do you think? Yeah, you want to know why a lot of kids swear, LJS? It's mainly because they either hear their parents do it or they watched one of their favorite YouTubers do it. And I'm like, alright, you don't need to do that. You don't need to swear like that. It might sound cool at first, but of course, basically when I'm playing a game like GTA Online, for example, and I hear people cussing and swearing, it just makes the game a lot more miserable to play because I'm like this. It's either I mute their mics because it gets to the point where I don't want to play the game anymore because they're talking like that. It's not because I disagree with what they're saying. It's just sometimes it just demoralizes me while I'm trying to play a game, if you know what I mean. When do I end? I end in 30 minutes. I decided 3 hours was good enough for today. And 30 minutes I end. But, don't worry. But, hey, what do you guys think? Time flies when you're having fun. What do you think? 2 hours, 30 minutes actually pass by real quick, right? And it feels great. My early days of doing streams, I was lucky to get one viewer per stream. That's the truth. Yeah, that's actually pretty good, right? And what do you think? What do you think, LJS, of how much enthusiasm I had for this stream? Despite being a bit tired. And look at this. As I expand, I'm going to do as much as possible. Then tomorrow, me and Lava will finish this off. I'm just trying to get as much done as possible before 3 hours have passed. Alright, Noah, have fun and good luck. Like, honestly, guys, whoever's still watching, I don't see other YouTubers on YouTube as my competition or enemies. I see these YouTubers as people I can help, so we can all succeed together. What do you think? Alright, I will try to get some sleep, alright, buddy? I really wanted my channel to succeed so much that I was willing to forego sleep in exchange. What do you think? Like, basically, I'm under the pretense that if I don't keep my promises, people won't watch my streams anymore. Like, just, you know, you want to make sure your channel goes well. Because I'm looking at my analytics. When I'm on my days off, my channel's view count goes down. So I need to make sure that the channel keeps going up. I notice when I stream, my channel succeeds. When I don't stream, my channel goes down. But who knows? Probably once I get to like 500 subscribers, that's when you're going to start seeing constant views for this channel, and I can actually sit back and relax a little bit while the channel will get views while I'm not doing anything for the channel. I'm also thinking of bringing back pre-recorded videos again, but this time have them intertwined on Mondays and Thursdays. That way there's always constant footage for my channel. Yeah, I understand. Thank you, LJS, for that advice. I'll take it. Like, I like it when people, you want to know, I was watching a lot of YouTube, a lot of YouTube history and seeing that there were just some people like Angry Joe whose fans got really angry at him when he just said, "Oh, I'm gonna take a vacation," and after working for 4 years straight on his videos, and his audience got really upset. I'm like this, I can't have that happen to me. Like, my channel's too small for that. Yeah. Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, but just, he eventually got over the controversy. He got back to making his Angry Joe videos after he had his vacation like he wanted. But it just, he didn't suffer that much downturn because his channel eventually went over the 3 million subscriber mark. So it actually ended happy ending for him. But just seeing how rabid some of your fans can be if you don't deliver. Like, I'm not saying, yeah. Thank you for understanding, LJS. Sorry, LJN. If you know Angry Video Game Nerd, you'll know LJN. The LJN company that made really bad movie license games in the 80s and 90s. Sorry, I just keep getting confused between those two. Alright. So, LJS, I've been been having trouble trying to sleep because I'm like this. I've been very excited about doing the streams to the point where I can't sleep. So by the time I do get up, I feel like I want to collapse, but I'm like, I gotta work on the streams. I gotta work on them. And I'm like this. I could do a pre-recorded video, but no, people won't watch it. Like, I'm like that. Yeah, I'm just trying to future-proof my channel by having a lot of content on it. Is that a smart way of doing it? Like, I'm hoping people will actually be watching these long after they're uploaded, so people can actually see them, and so they can see how much progress I've been making. I'm just waiting for your answer, LJS. Like, I really love doing the streams, but I'm trying to make sure I do them constantly. I'm gonna do the streams again tomorrow, and and I will sleep in on Thursday when it's my day off. Hey Veery, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Like, how you doing? Right now, I managed to take down the entire mansion, and including the foundations. I'm actually working on putting a lot of it. Yeah, awesome. How cold is it in Poland? Because it's cold here. Yeah. Right now, or eat, because they just watching there, not understanding they have a life. Oh, thank you. Thank you, LJS, for telling me that, and thank you very much, Veery, for pointing that out, because I usually don't even look at my subscriber count until I'm done with the stream. Like, because I want to focus on the stream at all costs. That way I always keep the channel entertaining. People are loving the stories I was telling them. I was telling them about my early years today, and like telling them about what I used to do as a kid. Crazy. Oh my! Negative 4 degrees Celsius in Poland. Yeah, I can figure that out by looking at my phone, so I can find out later. Wow. Awesome. Thank you very for your support. Veery, I'll always remember your support, buddy. Like, right now, basically, if YouTube had not deleted 13 of my subs, LJS, like, I actually had 207 in the first week of January, but YouTube automatically deleted them from my channel without notifying me or sending me an email. I went down to 192. It took a week and a half to get that number back. Yeah, just, I don't know why YouTube did that. I don't know if they were bots or anything, but I was unaware that they were bots. Awesome, Lava. I'm gonna be done with my stream in 20 minutes. I'm just finishing up this. And Lava, tomorrow, Lava, tomorrow, when we start the next stream tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, we're gonna actually finish this area, you and me. All right? I'm at least getting it ready for tomorrow. All right? Yeah, they are. But I just don't know. I did nothing wrong, and I don't know why YouTube automatically deleted subs from my account without notifying me. It doesn't even show in my analytics that there were 13 subs that day. I was at 195 subscribers that day. I gained 13 subs that day, and then 1 hour later, I was actually so happy. I was happy as clams that day. And what was bad was Then I looked at my YouTube channel. It went from 207 subscribers to 195, and then the next day it went down to 192. I was wondering, why am I bleeding subscribers? What have I done wrong? But I was patient and I kept going, and I managed to get those subscribers back. Thanks to your support, I have gotten my subscribers back, everybody. Like, without your support, this channel would not be what it is today. Thank you guys very much for your continuing support. Like, finding out that YouTube could easily delete subscribers from your channel at will without notifying you, that's scary. And I actually had trouble sleeping that night because I went from very happy getting 13 subs in a night to feeling great depression, knowing that who knows, I could be losing subscribers right as I was sleeping. So I was like looking at my analytics every 5 minutes, seeing if there was any difference, seeing if it was just a fluke. Alright. But nowadays I'm like this. Nowadays I'm like, okay, instead of being upset over losing subs like that, LJS and Viri and others, I decided to press forward. And today I've gotten back those subs and more. And if we can reach 300 subs by the end of February, that'll be amazing. Like, I'm just saying, like I'm saying the end of February mainly because I don't like betting the house on getting it in a week. Awesome, Noah. Welcome back. Like, just as long as I make sure there's plenty of content for you guys, there should be plenty of material to work with if you guys want to show your friends this, so we can get some more supporters for this channel. If we I really want to grow it so I can eventually start having a good fan base, so we can so REDSEACRAFT can actually be visible to more people. And who knows, probably big YouTubers like Mumbo Jumbo or Grain, the Minecraft builder Grain, or will actually contact me. I would like it if they contacted me, but probably I have to be a bigger YouTube channel in order for them to take me seriously. They have 2 million subscribers, so why would they want to waste their time with somebody who has only 200 subscribers right now? Alright, Noah, you have a good day. You have a good day, buddy. You get some sleep. Have fun in school tomorrow. I'll be streaming tomorrow at 3, alright, buddy? Yeah. Alright, you have a good night, alright? Like, I am just so thankful to have you guys as my subscribers. I am doing my best to keep up with the streams. And as LJS says, alright, Beast, welcome back to the stream. As you can see, look at the progress I'm making here. Like, due to the size of this build, it's going to take a while. But of course, I'm going to end the stream in 14 minutes. I decided a 3-hour stream would be good today because I only had 4 hours of sleep today. I went to bed at midnight and I woke up at 3:52. And then I went and did the dishes, and then I got to work on this build as soon as and I worked on it for 6 hours before starting the stream today. What do you think? Is that dedication? Like, I am a dedicated builder toward my build. I love my build. I treat it like I treat this build like my son, even though I don't have a son. It's just like, I must build it. Like, if you guys have seen the Stephen King's Rose Red, I love the line spoken by the monster in the game, in the movie. Help me, help us, help Rose Red, help us build. I'm like, awesome. I should use that as a motivation. All right, thank you. Thank you for your support. I will try to. I'll try to be mindful of my health. Thank you, guys. Just I needed to get. I mean, I didn't work on my build yesterday. I needed to make up for lost time. Yep. Thank you, LJS, for reminding me. You guys are awesome subscribers. I was really hoping to have some positive people instead of, the toxic people that'll just, badmouth you every chance they get, because I don't want people like that. I want people who encourage me. I want people I can be nice to without feeling like I'm being slapped in the face when they, insult me or something. Yes. Me and Dad are already talking about getting me a Patreon started, and also a PayPal. A PayPal account. I don't have a bank account. I haven't had one since I was 20. I had to close that account mainly because I went from $500 in the bank to having no money. Basically, the bank was actually taking $5 a month from my bank account without telling me. To the point where I went to zero. So I closed my account, and I haven't had a bank account since. But don't worry, I'm going to get a PayPal, and I'm going to have something soon. So you guys can donate as much as you want. But, of course, that's only optional, alright? I just don't want to be one of those, irresponsible people that, I'm trying to be as humble as possible. It's fine. It's okay. You don't have to. See, I told you. Optional. You don't need to. As you can also support me by just watching the show. It encourages me to build faster. Look at this beast. Check this out. Check this out. This is the deep storage of my stone brick. This is where all the stone brick goes when I produce stone brick. This can hold up to 5,000 stacks of stone brick at any one time. And 300,000 stone. Yeah, I know. Like, it's built by one of my friends. He did such a good job with it. To the point where I always tell people, he did a good job. I know, the phantoms arrive and harass you. Oh, this? Alright, look. You notice it's a bunch of redstone torches and furnace. And also, I'll show you how the process works before I end the stream. We got 9 minutes, so I might as well. Alright, let me just start where it all begins. Where stone making begins is right here. Basically, this is where it all begins. This is input. Cobblestone will go in here. It'll go into the machine right here. And of course, this is where fuel goes. I can put fuel. I can put any fuel I want. I can put lava. I can put coal or wood, whatever I want in there. And this will go into the machine. It has two separate hopper lines, so it can get right to. And look, if you look here, you see the hoppers? This is fuel right here. This is stone. It goes right into those chests right there. Then it goes right. Basically, it's a bunch of hoppers. And as the stone goes into the furnaces, they get smelted. And then we're going to go back into the machine room so I can show you an example of what happens when it gets smelted. When it gets smelted, it goes along this line right here. And then look, if I look at here, look at that. Stone is being put through these hoppers a little bit at a time. Look, a little bit at a time. And what's good is that I have all these hoppers here, so the stone, if the hopper system only, if the hopper cart only has 6 stone, it'll automatically go into these hoppers as it goes overhead. But then, as soon as it goes overhead, let me just go around the machine. The machine, yeah, I know. But look, as soon as it goes along, it'll actually start, it'll go along these hoppers. It'll go along these hoppers, and look, I have hoppers right here that go right into the chest below. Let me just go around, and I'm going to show you where the stone goes when it's smelted. Yeah, that's what I do. Like sometimes, if I want to go read a book or something, I just turn on. I just go and into the construction site where I was taking down the mansion. Take all the cobblestone, bring it over here, and put so much. It takes 2 hours for this machine to go through 21,000 stone cobblestone to smelt it into stone. And look, here we are. Stone. Stone. Full. 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 All this is full. Basically, there's a glitch that makes double chests into 2 chests. But look. Yes. I can... look. These aren't full yet, but you can tell for a fact that I'm good for months. But I always try to make sure I smelt more than what I use. That's the #1 way of ensuring that your stone brick will never run out. Let me save the game. I always save the game every so often just to make sure, because autosave is off just in case I have a power outage. Yeah. Alright. And look, if I go up to the 2nd floor, more. And more. More. And more. There are 10 tiers in all. There are 70 double chests. 70. There are 70 double chests. There's 7 double chests per tier. There are 10 tiers in all. And of course, I have to count the hoppers too. Look, the hoppers will actually include all this as well. So at least if you do the math, for each thing. Since it's 54 stacks, times that by 64, it's 3,456 stone per double chest. If you times that by 70, you'll know how much this thing has a capacity for. Basically, if you do all the math, 56. If you times that by 10, that's 33,000 stone. If you times that 33,000 times 10, that'll be 210,000 stone. What do you think? The 10-tier system has a capacity of almost 250,000 stone. So basically, this thing can supply me for months. Due to the size of this build, I needed the production. Yes. See? All this is legit. And of course, basically I'm good for months of production. Look, I'm on the 3rd floor. This is actually near the thing. But of course, that's just an estimation, because that's not the accurate math. Because think of it. If I just times it 30,000 times 10, times 7, 3 times 7 is 21. So 30,000 times 7 would be 200. Would be 201,000. 210,000. But of course, if I go 456 times 456 times 70 for each one, and 456 times 10 would be another 4,000. That's 214. Right? Yeah, I know. Yeah, so basically, some people tell me stop talking math when I tell them that when they're on my server, but I'm like this. Without mathematics, none of this would be possible. Yeah, awesome. But look, these ones are still awaiting stone, but they still have plenty. A lot of them are still empty. And of course, I'm waiting for it to be full before I process them and put them in the steep storage. And look, this is where I put the stone. Look, if I were to do this, look, I'm gonna put the stone brick I just collected in the stone brick I just collected to use on the build to the south. Look, it goes right into the machine, into the storage. Yeah. It goes right into the storage, into deep storage, and within 5 minutes it'll be inside deep storage. I don't have to worry about it. LJS, have you seen this yet? I'm going to show you guys last minute things I haven't shown you guys yet. I've already showed Very, but I might as well show you. It's fine. I might take another 5 minutes, Blade, if I need to. Like, basically, this is the benefit of working on YouTube. I set my own time limits, so I can take another 5 minutes if I want to, right? Like, I just want to show him this. Look at this. I actually tasked Lava with building this tunnel months ago, and it goes right into the pillared hall, and of course I make it so it's hidden among the pillars. Of course it's more obvious, but of course it's hidden by the other pillars as I complete them. And of course, if I go along here, here's the longest tunnel I ever built. I actually measured it. It's 600 blocks long. It is 600 blocks long, and it also has a purpose. I told you, December of 2017 I started construction. That is almost 15 months ago. I count late November as part of it as well. That's where I get to 15. All right. Future proof, Aviri. You want to know why this was built to begin with? This was so I could actually go underneath my build at any time I create without having to set foot in the pillared hall. And of course, this tunnel was fun to build. And of course, I had to have it go up once it got through the ocean. And of course, it leads right into a village on the other side of the world. What do you think, LJS? Like, I'm already planning what I'm going to be doing here. The Frost District is going to be here. Don't worry, the Pillared Hall will not extend this far. The Pillared Hall is only for the Capital District. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Like, it's a 600 blocks long, that tunnel, and I make sure it matches with the rest of the creation. But it's just, I need to get to my construction project so I can show you guys why I'm planning for the future. Since I'm about to end the stream for the day, I'm going to at least show you guys what I'm going to be doing over the next few months as I keep building this. Summer is going to be a good time for me to be building this. That's when I don't have to wear warm clothes because it is 20 degrees outside and I'm freezing. like, as you guys can see, everything here is coming along. I'm actually working with what I got. Over the next few months, I'm going to mass produce a lot of obsidian and actually complete this so I can actually build my northern HQ up here. This northern HQ will be beneath the Pillared Hall, and I'm actually going to connect that tunnel I showed you guys earlier with this so I don't actually have to build an entrance right in the Pillared Hall. Just have a tunnel that goes right into it. Oh, 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. If I feel like it, I'll try to do 4 hours tomorrow. All right. And of course, over the next few months, as soon as I finish the south, I'm gonna work very hard on taking out all this. This mountain will be taken out in real time. You guys will be watching me taking this mountain out in real time over the next few months. And of course, all these chests have to be evacuated because they're in my way. All this will be taken out and terraformed and destroyed. But all materials will be preserved and used in the future construction projects. As you can see, look at how big this build is. It's so big that barely a lot of it doesn't render. Like, as soon as I start building the buildings, that's when it's going to look nice. Hey, Help Trump, how you doing, buddy? I'm just showing people what I'm planning to do over the next few months because as of today, I've reached 213 subscribers. This is awesome. Alright, Maria Sadler, if you're still watching, welcome to the stream, buddy. Welcome to the stream. I'm working very hard on here. But this, alright. And as you guys can see, like, I have to take out all these mountains here. Alright, thank you. Like, I will be tuning. I haven't missed my day of streaming yet. Alright. But except the ones that were at Christmas because, you know, take Christmas off. Look at this, Help Trump. I actually took out the mansion. The mansion is gone. And I'm actually managing to get all this finished. Alright. Alright, guys. I thank you guys for your time. It feels great doing these streams, knowing that you lovely people will be watching. How do quick? Help Trump. Can you repeat? Can you tell me what you were saying? I'm actually looking at your comment. Please answer, please. Like, you guys are a wonderful audience. Alright. Oh, it took 2 streams. This is episode 27. If you want to know full detail, watch episode 25 and 26. Those streams are dedicated entirely to me and a friend taking down the mansion a little bit at a time. If you want to check that out, help Trump. I now have the REDSEACRAFT series in its own dedicated playlist on my channel. If you want, so you can actually watch the series from start to finish, or you can watch. But of course, it starts from the low quality to the high quality because I'm realizing my later streams are better than the ones I started out with. Episode 27 is doing well, and I'm gonna end it right here. But thank you very much for tuning in, buddy. I did do a Bloodborne stream last weekend, but you didn't show up. I was willing to help you with Bloodborne, but I decided to lay off on Bloodborne because I think because it didn't get that much attention when I did it. Alright guys, I think I'm going to end it right here, but thank you guys very much for showing up. You guys all have a great day and a great night wherever you live. See you guys. God bless.